Sujal, about the recent debate whether juveniles should be tried as adults has been gaining a lot of attention lately. One of a recent accident has added more fuel to this fire.
Absolutely, Deepthi. The case where a 17-year-old rammed a car into several people, killing two and injured many, has raised a serious question about our juvenile system.
Right. In India, the Juvenile Justice Act 2015 allows the guidelines for juveniles aged 16 to 18 to be tried as adults for heinous crimes. But the implementation is quite complex and often inconsistent.
That's true. The idea is to strike a balance between reforming young offenders and ensuring justice for victims. But isn't it tricky? One, on one hand, these are kids who might not fully understand the consequences of their actions. On the other hand, victim and their families deserve justice.
Exactly. And then there's the international perspective for the same. Different countries have varying approaches regarding this issue. In the United States, for instance, some states allow children as young as 13 to be tried as adults for serious crimes. But this approach varies widely from state to state, though.
In contrast, many European countries focus more on rehabilitation. For example, in Norway, the maximum sentences for the juvenile is typically around 3 years no matter the crime. They prioritize rehabilitation over punishment, believes that young offenders can be reformed.
It's fascinating to see how cultural attitudes towards crime and punishment influence these laws. In India, we seem to be caught between wanting to adopt stricter measures due to rising juvenile crime rates and the need to protect and rehabilitate young offenders.
The Pune Posh case, in the prime example, there was a public outcry for the juvenile to be tried as an adult because of the severity of crime. But then there is also the argument that a harsh punishment might not necessarily prevent future crimes.
True. It's important to remember that the purpose of the juvenile justice system is not just to punish but to rehabilitate and to regenerate the teenagers. Even one who has committed a serious crime has a greater capacity for change than an adult.
Speaking of change, have you looked into how these laws have evolved over time? For instance, in India, the Juvenile Justice Act was first enacted in 1986, but it was undergone several amendments with the most recent one begins in 2015 following the 2012 Delhi gang rape.
Yes, Surgeon, that case was indeed a turning point. The involvement of a minor in that brutal crime led to widespread protests and ultimately to the amendment of the law. It raised the age limit for certain serious crimes, allowing for juveniles to be tried as adults.
And globally, the trend seems to be moving towards the harsher penalties for the juvenile involved in serious crimes. But as you said, there's a risk of undermining the rehabilitation aim of a juvenile justice. Countries like Japan and Germany are good example where they have a more lenient approaches focusing on education and counseling.
Whatever it could be. It's a delicate balance while it's important to ensure that justice is served. We must also keep in mind the development psychology of teenagers. Their brains are still developing and they are more susceptible to influence and capable of change.
Exactly, Deepti. And this is where societal attitude comes into play. In India, there often a demand for strict punishments as a deterrent. But in reality, effective juvenile justice should be about creating environment that prevents these crime in the first place.
Absolutely, I agree with you. Prevention should be key focus along with education and support system for at-risk youth. Strengthening community programs and providing mental health support can go a long way in addressing the root causes of juvenile delinquency.
Well said, Dipti. It's a multi-factored issue with no easy answer. But by learning from different international models and continuously involving our approach, we can strive towards a more just and rehabilitative system.
Yes, and keeping in mind the conversation alive is crucial. Every tragic incident, like the recent car accident, should push us to reflect and improve our laws and societal support systems. Only then we can hope to strike the right balance between justice and rehabilitation of the juveniles.
That's all for today.
We will meet you guys in our next video.